So, last time was kind of a fuck up. Okay, that was my fault. I didn't know about that first video for one. Two, um, seriously, really, really, streamer, really, fuck you. Um, there's no. Oh, maybe that's why I was like, there's no fucking reason you should be doing this. Well, apparently I just had a stroke. Yes, the last time we fucked up, didn't know about the first video, which was kind of funny, but also kind of boring, if you will. Um, and then we switched over to the Break on Third podcast, which my headset's now squeaky for some fucking reason. Um, and that was kind of boring too, I guess. Not really great. Um, sorry, I gotta respond to someone. Um, can you not fucking be squeaking? Fucking a. Uh, I thought that podcast break on third. That one he said about his father. I thought he was talking about my first grandfather, but I guess not. Which is weird because his actual father and my first grandfather are both named Steve. I think that's what threw me the fuck off. Also, mind you, the episode that we reviewed, or was it the two episodes that he made last time? You won't shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, but fucking god dang, like I really truly am fucking sorry, but like, do you have to, for the love of God, fucking like talk so much, but also talk about random shit that has nothing to do with the fucking thing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? So the last one we did, I'm assuming this is part two because they did mention something about part two. And 23 hours ago, paranormal videos aren't getting any better. We're also gonna watch that as well because, well, um, I'm curious and there might be a hell of a lot of shit that I can probably agree with. Maybe Dragon 2 if he, joins. Don't know if he's actually gonna do that. Um oh. Speaking the fucking devil, as I say his name, he pops up.
Hello.
That's just
Easy.
both of us.
Ah,
I I was I was explaining that we're gonna be watching the part two that they said last time of their last episode that they created. But also, they've got one from 23 hours ago. We're also going to watch that. Because that straight up says paranormal videos aren't getting any better. Reason why we're also going to be listening and watching it is because, well, there might be a lot of shit that we can both maybe agree on with them. No
And
one,
also talk about it.
well, yeah, so I fucking straight up said, we'll see if Dragon gets his ass up here, and then all I hear is
Hey, hi, you
fucking
summoned me. What's up?
damn. Yeah, so basically, this is gonna be fucking interesting, I guess, for sure. But I guess we'll see how part two goes, because I even was like, I'm so sorry for the last stream. Didn't know it was gonna be that fucking boring, Steven.
I'm sorry.
Fucking fuck.
I know this is the first time, and I love the two of them, not because they're new to YouTube, but damn it, make it not less talking and less.
Dude, fucking, I was literally trying so hard not to fall asleep because of that. Not nothing or nothing, but like fucking the first video, yeah, that was funny just to see how he looked like that time. But I didn't think it was that fucking not as interesting as I might have thought. And then the Break On Through podcast episode that we tried to listen to, that was boring as fuck. I
Mm-hmm.
thought he was talking about my first grandfather because he called him dad, so I'm like, oh, it's part of my first grandfather. Nope. His actual father, who I've never fucking met, and my first grandfather are both named Steve. So I think that's why that threw me off. It's bullshit. And then the fucking 2 episodes after that, I'm like trying not to fucking fall asleep because fucking hell.
Episode
I,
Steve, watch this videos once in a while. And I'm gonna say, you bastards, I know now. I know why you guys watch this now. I will find you. I will get you. You will seek my
like, okay,
revenge.
don't get me wrong. I like that, they've got all the details. Also, I think it was a stream before last week's that I did. Megan mentions that the scream in the beginning of their little intro, it's her and their son doing that.
Oh, great.
I
Now
didn't
you just give me a picture image of two people, her and the child.
I didn't fucking know. I thought it was just some random fucking screen thing that he found. Nope. It's natural from her and her kid. I'm like, how the fuck? I didn't know that.
I have no clue.
It, fucking weird, but okay. I guess. Cool. I don't know. But I do like her fucking reactions though. Like, I tried so hard not to laugh at her fucking reactions
Her face,
because,
her face went
uh,
wide multiple times about learning the true facts.
yeah, that too. But also, like, whenever he says something, um, and like the way she fucking looks at him, I'm just like, I'm thinking maybe she's gonna kill him in his sleep, choke him to death, something.
I
I don't
feel
know.
like she will probably sneak into his bedroom, like watch over him and like, hi honey, you want some pie? Pie to death. I'm gonna murder you now.
Like, I already know. So now we kind of know their weaknesses. Well, I do.
Yeah.
Megan doesn't like clowns.
Oh, why you telling me this? Why you telling me
It's
this?
on their podcast YouTube section. I'm not the one that put it fucking up there in the first place. They did themselves.
Sever, you know, the thing is, I'm a master of scared. I scare people. And some reason, my own mother gets scared so bloody
Yeah,
easily.
I was about to say, sounds like she gets scared easily, like my brother, for an
Like,
example.
I just gonna be there and like, hello, like, how damn, like, screw it.
Fucking, I forget Stevens. I think he said that his fear is like getting going in dark places or something. I don't know. I forget his.
Well, the
But
thing
for
is,
some reason, I was so fascinated by like Megan's fucking responses and fucking reactions and shit. And I'm like, the fuck?
well, the
Oh, this is.
blessed
I
thing is,
can't.
we ever do meet up in real life, now
Yeah.
we know what to take her. The Clown Hotel.
You know, I have straight up like no fucking comment. The fact that there's so much shit that they're saying out loud right now, like on fucking YouTube, that I never fucking knew about them, and I'm just like, why would you tell that to the entire world? Like, come on. The fuck?
I don't know, but I'm gonna die to meet them in real life. I'm so dying to meet them, to scare the
Dude,
living shit out of them. And
I
also, just
haven't
wait.
seen him in person for like, I don't know, 12. No, not 12. Maybe 15 years. Possibly 16. So, I haven't seen him for like fucking almost like 100 years. So,
So you don't
I,
mind me to scare the living shit out of them?
I
Good,
kind of want to see that.
good. Because some reason I walk so perfectly and quiet. If I really, really want to, I could just. The trick is lift your back foot up, crouch down a bit, and just walk. News
Dude,
like
I
you.
scare my own fucking mother half of the time, let alone my fucking grandmother.
I
And I'm not
scare.
even fucking doing anything. The fuck?
I scare my own mother. I don't know what way. What way? I just like come out the hallway. I just see I pay attention. Like just pop like hello. Like good Jesus, the fucking Christ. Like you. Like I'm gonna beat you. Like I do nothing. Like
There's
I
so
don't do
many
nothing.
times. So many fucking times. I'm just minding my own fucking
And would
business.
she don't be violent. She would say I would beat you. Like woman,
Yeah,
like you never beat me at how long?
I don't fucking know, but fucking I can't tell you how many times I would be just minding my own fucking business, and my mother would jump a fucking mile, be like, "I didn't see you there." Fuck it, huh? I've been here the entire fucking time. Like what? You okay? Damn. Fucking, I can't. I really fucking
And
can't.
she knew the technique. Like I will tell my brothers like your brothers on you like what they gonna do? Beat me because I scare the living shit out of you? Like, mama, I love you, but I think your old tactics doesn't work anymore.
It's bad enough that fucking after work today, I had to chase my fucking grandmother around the store to get her fucking to stop walking the fuck around. I'm like, whistling at her, not even fucking
Hey,
just
stop looking.
oblivious.
Gamma,
I'm whistling at her, fucking saying hey, and just so fucking oblivious. So she just keep on fucking like, god damn, it's like I literally had to chase her down as if I'm fucking the FBI. Jesus Christ.
So
I
we go to
fucking can't.
store. My parents, dad, go quick store. Mom will find the exact
Hmm.
thing she wants in her head list. And so I'm like a terror to bother my own mother. Yes, yes, I
No.
will. Like, oh no. Oh my God. Where
How
the
the
hell you
hell?
been?
Kinky. Fucking kinky, he says. Oh my fucking
Okay,
god, I'm
whatever.
dead.
I'm not even gonna pay attention. So
Where the
I'm
fuck
the
have you been, sir, besides making new music covers?
wait. What kind of music? Hold on.
William tries to collab with Halsey and sometimes uh, Abe or Sammy most of the time, or
By
even
the way,
someone
asshole,
else.
not my wheel mom. What are you talking about, you wheeled creature?
Talking about music covers, what the fuck are you on about?
No, look. Is it the cuffs, right? Read the
It's the
chat.
Huh?
Read the chat.
English? Do you
Read the
speak
chat.
it?
No, because I didn't know to brush my teeth yet. So hold on, I'll be right back. I snow in the night. So I'll be right back, bitch.
Okay. Fucking. What the fuck? I. I don't know. What the fuck to even say to that? No comment. Um. So how have you been, sir, lately? You know, it's been fucking how long since you've been in any of my chats? Damn it. Yeah, that's fair. I kind of figured as much, to be honest with you. Um, it's just my mom and I now finding a place, getting new phones, hopefully soon. So, other than that, it's alright. So, I've been pretty busy with that. What do you mean? With my mom? Or something else? God damn it. Of course. Damn, it's cold in the hallway. I mean, it is 82 degrees
In the
out.
hallway, though.
Well,
They
yeah,
have
but
it
at least
very
you're
cold
cooled
to
off.
me. They never, every store, every place you ever go in that has AC.
I'm back, bitches. And your grandma's back. Catchy. No, I would bite you and rip your fingers right off. No, thank you.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to For the Booze.
For the booze.
For
And
the Booze.
we are back
That's right, we are.
for another week. I won't make the same comment about Gators football
Comment
Go
about
because
it?
we
Gators.
are staying in Alabama. If you caught what we were saying last week, we were going to do the Jemison Van de Graaff Mansion.
Yes, yes,
It-
yes. Its own entity.
Was by far the most frustrating research I've done.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just want to go into this by letting everybody know I had to read blogs. Yeah, blogs from like 2000 to 2010 to find stuff. And
Going back in time.
this place is almost everywhere that I've read is noted as not just a haunted place in Tuscaloosa. We're going to Tuscaloosa this time.
Okay.
It's noted as the most haunted house in Alabama. But I had the hardest time finding anything out about it. So
Interesting. That is super interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what you
I-
pulled together
I
here.
feel like I bit off more than I could chew this time. So we are talking about the Jemison Van de Graaff, which is also sometimes referred to as the Jemison Hargrove Van de Graaff Mansion.
Could
Okay.
you pause?
It's all the same family,
Gotcha.
and they
Pause.
lived there for
No, damn.
generations.
Really.
So yeah, let's get into this.
All right.
Because
Let's do it.
I'm sure I'm going to have some gripes along the way. Now, reportedly, the name Tuscaloosa is a compound Choctaw word, Tusco meaning warrior and Lusa meaning black. The Black Warrior River flows through the north portion of the city. In 1828, Andrew Jackson, probably the most racist president ever,
Yeah.
was elected president of the United States. He had gained popularity when he defeated the Creek tribe at the Battle of Horseshoe Bend in 1814, following victories in the War of 1812. He long proposed native removal to a native territory to be established west of the Mississippi, to make land available in the Southeast for European American settlement. Jackson abandoned the policy of his predecessors of treating different native groups as separate nations. So,
Oh.
in Andrew Jackson fashion, he just said, "You're all the same, and you don't belong here anymore," and decided, "Hey, we're just going to push you off into this land that nobody else wants."
Again, American history.
It's bad.
Not great.
I have very
at all.
strong feelings when it comes to this topic, but I will leave them out.
Mm.
But yeah, so he basically just rounded them up like cattle and said, "Get out."
Okay.
Now,
Wow.
instead, he aggressively pursued plans to move all native tribes living east of the Mississippi River. Following congressional passage of the Indian Removal Act in 1832, the Creek National Council signed the Treaty of Cassetta, I think that's how you pronounce that, ceding their remaining lands east of the Mississippi to the U.S. and accepting relocation to the Indian Territory. So he fought them off, and they ended up realizing that they couldn't win, and they white flagged it and were pushed out. I got to be honest, I didn't know that this was going to be the kind of stuff that was going to be in here when I said we were
Right.
going to do this. Now, they had already been under pressure from new settlers encroaching on their territory. Most Muskogee-speaking peoples were removed to Indian Territory during the Trail of Tears in 1834, although some did remain behind. The pace of white settlement in the Southeast increased greatly after the War of 1812, and the subsequent availability of land previously settled by Native Americans was quickly declining. In 1817, Alabama became a territory. On December 13th, 1819, the territorial legislature incorporated the town of Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
That's right.
Good thing I don't have a cousin there. My marriage would be different. Sorry, Alabamans. It's low hanging fruit.
I know.
God damn it.
I know you're not
God
really.
damn.
So easy.
One day before Congress admitted Alabama to the Union as a U.S.
I'm
state.
going to
From
beat
1826 to
you.
1846, Tuscaloosa was the capital of Alabama. The State House was built at the corner of 6th Street and 28th Avenue.
Why
the
the
future site
side
that is now
effects coming
Capitol
from?
Park. In 1831, the University of Alabama was established, and the town's population and economy grew rapidly. But the relocation of the capital to Montgomery caused a severe decline. The state legislature established Alabama State Hospital for the Insane, or now Bryce Hospital, in Tuscaloosa in the 1850s, which helped restore the city's fortunes.
Hey,
S-
we know that hospital.
Yeah, so but that hospital is what helped bring Tuscaloosa back to life.
Right.
I forgot to mention at the beginning too. This we've covered a lot of like stuff like this.
Mm.
This house is freaking beautiful. It is beautiful.
I can't wait to see it.
It's a little rundown because it's so old,
Yeah.
but it may be the only house that we've covered where I will say I would live in this house.
Wow.
It is amazing.
And again, podcast friends, if you're interested in seeing all of these over on our YouTube video, we include clips and pictures
Yeah.
and things of anything and everything that we can possibly find relating to the stories that we read.
Yeah.
So I'm
It's
excited.
it's an amazingly beautiful
Wow.
house. The Jemison Van de Graaff Mansion was constructed by state senator at the time, Mr. Robert Jemison Jr., between 1859 and 1862. Being a prominent politician and businessman, Jemison wanted a home closer to Tuscaloosa, which had served as a state capital from 1826 to 1846. Now, Jemison originally built this mansion for entertaining and housing visiting colleagues. I don't think he spent a lot of time at this house.
Okay.
I think he lived more out on Cherokee Plantation. So it's crazy to think that this house was kind of just built to show off.
Yeah, and I like the way it seems as like the Cherokee Plantation was like his home. And he didn't want
That's the
people
way
at his
it
house,
seems,
maybe.
like,
So he built this other house to be able to have meetings or
Well, we're not allowed.
visitors or whatever.
We'll slow your roll because we weren't alive for that. So
What?
I'm just guessing by what I'm reading.
Right.
It could have been his main where he
What?
stayed mainly, but from what I read, I'm not 100% sure about that.
Okay.
Now, the Jemisons spared no expense creating the state-of-the-art city home. 14 different types of wood were used in the construction of the house, and all but 2 came through Jemison Land Holdings. He wanted to showcase not only his personal wealth, but also the wealth of the region. Now, this house, Jemison's weekend house, see, there's another
Okay.
that say maybe he wasn't there too much,
Right.
cost him $89,000 to build. Today, the equivalent of $3,367,727.83.
Oh my God. Spare no expense, apparently.
Well,
Wow.
now the state of Alabama spent $50,000 or
I
$1.8 million
love
today building
Horax.
the state capitol, and that was for the
Horax
land, materials,
Is
labor, and
more
so forth.
entertainment.
Wow.
I think
It's funny as
while
hell.
it does cost money, because he went through a lot of his own stuff to build this,
Right.
it would have cost, like if we were alive back then, it would have cost us $3 million to build, but it didn't necessarily cost him that kind of money to build.
Right.
Now, Jemison did not pay for labor. He did not buy the materials. He obtained them from his own mill and land companies. And Jemison spent almost twice the amount it took for the state capitol building just in frills.
Oh my God.
Now, the Italianate style house was designed by Philadelphia architect John Stewart, and no, not the John Stewart that we're all thinking, who was in the Tuscaloosa supervising the construction of Bryce Hospital. Stewart, in a partnership with Samuel Sloan, also designed the Bryce Hospital for the Insane in Tuscaloosa. So there's another connection.
Yeah.
Although it was a partnership, Sloan tended to be more of the designer while Stewart served as the practitioner, considering the logistics of certain design elements and overseeing construction. While many of the design elements of the mansion were heavily influenced by Sloan, John Stewart drew up the plans and supervised the construction of the mansion from start to finish. The 26-room Jemison home incorporated the latest innovations in design and technology, including an elaborate plumbing system that included running water.
26 rooms.
Not to mention flushing toilets, which I think about when we're talking
was
about,
a huge, huge thing to have back then.
and a copper bathtub, a large conservatory to be warmed by a central
my head's
heating
gonna
plant,
die.
which was never installed due to the Union blockade because this was all going on during the Civil War.
Yeah.
And indoor lighting fueled by coal gas manufactured in a machine located in the basement.
Wow.
So this is a very high-tech home.
So these are the things that he spent money on because he pretty much
'Cause he could.
procured everything that,
Well, and he could.
from his businesses to build it. And he put most of the money into all of these things.
Yeah, and he had the means to do it. So
Right.
he basically said anything new and technological is going into this house.
Super elaborate and lavish.
I mean,
Got it.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money for those days.
Wow.
Now, other modern features incorporated in the design were a boiler for producing hot water, a gas stove, an early form of a refrigerator, and a dumbwaiter from the basement kitchen to the pantry located above. The Jemison Mansion had the first built-in bathtub in the state. It was also the first house built with an indoor toilet as well.
Wow.
So while everybody else was digging holes,
Somebody once told me this is my swamp.
You die.
rotting on the ground,
You die.
Ew.
he
Why?
got to read a magazine or the back of a shampoo bottle like the rest of us.
I love indoor plumbing.
Yeah, I think it's pretty special.
Yeah.
Now, one facet of the Jemison Mansion's history is often told incorrectly. Many sources will tell you that the mansion was almost burned down during the Civil War.
It was me!
When in fact, Robert Jemison made sure that his
What?
home was safe from the flames of the war between the states.
Why?
Now, in 1864, instead of finishing his term in Congress, Jemison unexpectedly returned to his home in Tuscaloosa. Now, at this point in time, the only bridge in commission that crossed the Black Warrior River was the one that he owned. Now, when the Union crossed the bridge and arrived at the mansion, a wedding celebration was in full swing, with many of the richest and most powerful Alabamians in attendance. Now, Jemison Jr. knew that the Union would soon try to take control of his home, so he planned the celebration at the opportune time. As a result, there was a peaceful agreement between Jemison and the Union troops.
Thinking ahead.
He's a smart guy,
Wow.
right? Because
What?
there's always casualties of war, but this is a civil war. It's between, the country that
Mhm.
we all have to share. And everybody knew that when it ended, we would all have to share the country still.
Yeah.
So it's one thing to shoot at a line of soldiers that are shooting at you, but it's a completely other thing to show up at a prominent Southern home and mow down, the elite society people during a wedding.
Absolutely.
So it was-
Absolutely. So he's playing those chess pieces.
It was a very, very smart move.
Mhm.
He was a very smart man. I'm sure he made decisions that I wouldn't necessarily agree with, but
Yeah.
he was a very smart man.
Wow.
Now, the home would remain in the family well into this century. 4 generations of Jemisons and Vandegraffs have lived in the home, carrying on the tradition of service to the community and the university. They have strong ties to the University of
Wow.
Alabama. You know, that whole roll tide thing that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Sounds like something a girl goes through once a month,
Are you dancing with some chick in there?
Yeah, so?
but that's just me.
Hey.
I'm just saying.
Stop.
Okay.
Moving on.
I didn't even know I was going to say that today. Among them are Colonel Andrew Coleman Hargrove, the Confederate Army office and one-time dean of the University Law School, and future Speaker of the Alabama House, who married Jemison's daughter, Cherokee Mims Jemison.
Hey, we talked about her.
They did. Now, their daughter, Minnie Cherokee Hargrove, married A.S. Vandegraff. So that's where the Hargrove comes in.
Okay.
Okay, I guess technically 2 generations of Hargroves did live there.
Gotcha.
A circuit court judge. They would go on to have 2 notable sons who also lived in the house. William Vandegraff was Alabama's first All-American football player.
I knew that name sounded familiar.
Now, his brother, Robert Vandegraff, was a brilliant physicist, most well known for his invention of the Van de Graaff generator. If you saw a picture of it, you would absolutely know what that is.
Okay.
Robert Van de Graaff's accomplishments
No, we
led to
don't.
his legacy in the science community as the father of modern physics.
Wow.
Do you know the big ball? And it has like lightning inside
Yeah,
of it,
yeah,
and there's
yeah.
always like pictures of girls with their hair standing
Oh,
up.
yeah, yeah.
That's what that is.
What?
He invented that.
That's super cool.
Now, after the Vandegraff sold the house in 1936, the mansion was used as an apartment complex for numerous years. The mansion saw its second set of owners in 1945 when the home was purchased by J.P. and Nell Birchfield, and they returned it to a single family residence and made some major renovations. Now, Mrs. Birchfield painted everything white and green and added a few modern touches as well. Bad idea. It probably looked like trash. Now, the structure was in danger of being demolished in 1955, at which time Hugo Friedman bought the mansion and presented it to the Tuscaloosa County Commission to be used as a public library. And then, between 1955 and 1957, the structure was renovated to meet the needs of a public library. So
Wow,
it
so
did
it's turned into a library.
became a library.
Interesting.
Now, the house served a generation of Tuscaloosans as the Freedman Public Library before it once again returned to private hands. In 1979, Gray Boone purchased the property to serve as offices for Antique Monthly, with expectations that the house would be restored, preserved, and maintained. So this house was a landmark before it was considered a landmark.
Right.
And by landmark, I mean McDonald's can be a landmark, but I mean like a historic landmark.
Right. Like everybody knows.
Everybody knows if you, especially if you're a Tuscaloosan,
Yeah.
this place has actually become a very, very beautiful and very popular wedding destination
Oh, I'm
to
sure.
get married in. The pictures are, I've never covered one where I'm like, oh man, that is the most beautiful house I've ever seen.
Wow.
Never, like, because they're always in the back of this place is like, it's pretty ragged out looking, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
But the front of it, man, the front of it is exactly what I would want a southern mansion to look. I mean, it's so pretty.
So
It
do
is
they
so
just
pretty.
kind of like half do it?
No, it's just from time.
Okay.
It's just time, because
Okay, gotcha.
it was never restored and stuff. I mean, I'm sure people have slapped paint on it over the years, but
Right.
if you live in a
Been like
regular,
a full-fledged thing.
we live in Florida, or
Mm.
we did live in Florida.
I was like,
I was
do?
gonna say we lived in, but it
we,
didn't come out of
we
my mouth.
do?
And like over time, you have to get work done. You have to.
Oh,
Your
absolutely.
roof will cave in. If you're in a wood home, which I'm sure there's a lot of wood in this home,
Mm-hmm.
termites are a thing.
Yep.
Weather, they're in Georgia or they're in Alabama, and Alabama has their fair share of storms roll through. So I mean, over
Yeah.
time, things happen.
Heat and warping
Yeah.
and all kinds of stuff.
So
Jesus
no matter how
Christ.
well built something is
Let
in the
the
South,
grip, I mean the cup
the
in
elements
you.
will take its toll.
Yes. Very much so.
Now, in 1991, the city of Tuscaloosa acquired the mansion and deeded it in 1992 to the Jemison Vandegraff Mansion Foundation, formed that year to manage the house. This foundation became responsible for the restoration and upkeep of the mansion for the city of Tuscaloosa and the TCPS, or Tuscaloosa County Preservation Society. Research and restoration on the property continues into the present day. Currently, the main floor has been carefully restored to its original 1860s appearance and can be rented out to the public for weddings, parties, and receptions. Now, the mansion, which also serves as a museum, is free and open to the public Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Wow.
It's free. You can just go in there.
And
They-
walk around, explore.
But you
oh, that's so cool.
have to go in during hours of operations because there was a lot of bad reviews, but they weren't really bad reviews because the bad reviews were like, this place is incredible, it's beautiful, but they wouldn't let me in because I didn't come at the right time.
Come
on, Karen.
on.
I want to rent a yacht. Does it look like you have yachts? I see them all around there.
That's ridiculous.
Dude, come on.
So it was beautiful. It was gorgeous, but I'm not punctual.
You know what? I think they should ask to talk to the manager. It's ridiculous. This place is incredible.
Wow.
I
They were
cannot
just jealous.
wait
that they
till
When
couldn't
the
be on
fuck
time.
do you ever
the
find this
pictures
stuff?
of this place.
I'm so excited. I want to.
What
I
is
don't care if anybody
upload
agrees with me
schedule?
or not. It is amazing.
God,
I
I'll
would
do
live
that
here
3
in a
days.
I'm
heartbeat.
excited.
I wouldn't want to
Holy
clean it, but
shit.
Right.
it's 26 rooms, man. Come
Yeah.
on.
No.
Give me a break. That's way
I don't
too
want to
much.
clean that.
So that's the Jemison. That's the history of it, and Tuscaloosa, because I wasn't really able to throw it in last week.
Yeah.
I wanted to, but the story would have just way too long.
Forever and
Um,
ever and ever and
So
ever.
Jemison, despite, because I don't want to be like, man, what a great man, because he was a slave owner and he was for it.
Right.
Take that out of the equation. And he did some pretty amazing things. He was a smart man, at least, even if he was
Right.
a villain, like he was a
Right.
smart villain. And he had exquisite taste, I have to say. Because that house, man, I mean, we align on that one, I guess, because I love the house.
Wow.
I haven't seen a picture yet where I was like, meh.
I know there's a lot of people in history in general that are inventors and things like that, but like some other people just stand out more than others. And I think
Oh, he had good taste. He had good
he
taste.
does as well. I mean, that chess move.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I'm just saying.
It's pretty smart.
I'm just saying.
It's pretty smart. But we do actually have an amount of spooky stuff to talk about. I mean,
yes,
some.
my favorite.
The one thing about Alabama that I have seen across the board is how haunted Alabama is.
Okay.
It's
Like just in general.
in general. I would say collectively, there might be other states that think they rival Alabama as far as haunted locations, but I don't think anybody comes close.
Wow.
The-
Okay.
I found a list of, throwing up the quote fingers there, of haunted locations in Alabama, and it is by far the longest
Go
list
away,
I've
you
seen
imposter.
looking at paranormal locations.
What?
Oh, great.
There-
Really?
I don't know if it's because of the Civil War, because of
Interesting.
I'm
slavery.
stealing
I
one your
have no
voice.
idea.
Wow.
Even
But
you changed
it
its
was
name,
just
damn creature.
never. It was like a never-ending list. It was insane.
I kind of feel too like the South
gone, you
in
beast.
general
I think it has a lot to do with
tends to be that way.
like Native American stuff.
Yeah.
Because so much stuff happened on this land before anybody even knew what this land was.
Right.
That and
No, thank
slave times, because I mean that was horrific, and it
Absolutely.
if we
awful.
go
thank
by
you.
the belief that
No.
pain and tragedy and stuff is
Mhm.
a cause of this, then I mean that would make sense, because there's not too many people who led a more traumatic life than slaves.
Right. And I think too, like we talk about this a lot, like a lot. And it's not necessarily the hauntings are, from those previous times or like from the Native Americans. And that's not those specific people, but just the energy in general
Yeah.
that it leaves behind.
It's like fueling it.
Right. For others to
Mhm.
be able to come back. So
So, but Alabama is just known to be haunted. Like they might as well
Wow.
just say Alabama's haunted
the whole state, just the whole thing.
intensely. Now, when it comes to paranormal activity, Alabama has an impressive collection of locations believed to be haunted. From houses and hotels to restaurants and cemeteries, there are several haunted places located throughout the Yellowhammer State. I didn't even know it was called that.
What? I don't get it.
I don't either.
Okay.
With Old Bryce Hospital, Maple Hill
No.
Cemetery, Drish House,
Fuck
Fort
off,
Morgan,
you
the Trotter
bird.
House, and so many more to choose from. There is no shortage of paranormal activity.
I don't want
to
to
be
get
found.
nearly you.
But still, one of the spookiest places they claim in Alabama is the Jemison Vandegraff Mansion, and visitors claim it's sure to give you nightmares.
Oh.
Now, the Jemison home survived the Civil War, but its residents felt the devastating effects of the war between the states in a truly profound way. Jemison's daughter, Cherokee, married a Yale graduate named Andrew Hargrove. Now, Hargrove was injured in the war and suffered from terrible headaches as a result. The pain was so severe that Hargrove would ultimately shoot himself in the library of the Jemison home.
Oh. That is so terrible.
He couldn't take the pain.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
I
wonder
mean,
what like
I'm sure that happened.
caused that. I mean, I know he got injured in the war,
I
but
would
like
I would imagine probably
head trauma or something.
maybe he got grazed by a bullet, maybe he was smashed with the butt of a rifle, maybe
Mm.
he was near a cannon explosion.
That's
Something.
bad. I am a sufferer of migraines and I get that.
You're
But-
also the giver of migraines.
Duh. Have you met me?
Yeah, I have.
She's going
We're
to
here
kill
now.
him. In
Now,
mid
Cherokee
Western,
Jemison Hargrove
going
was
to
so
kill
distraught after her
they
husband's
were gonna see on the
she fell into a
news
deep depression that
and
lasted the
Paul his
remainder of her
wife
days. There have
killed
since been reports
her
of ghosts of
husband for
Cherokee and
stupid
Andrew roaming
things.
the halls of the mansion. There have
It's the
also been
future.
reports of an unknown girl seen holding the banister of the grand staircase. Not to mention, a small child's handprint has also been known to mysteriously appear on glass windows all over the mansion.
Ew.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
it's weird.
Handprint just boop,
Yeah,
little
like
handprints
it
everywhere.
reminds me
Like,
of wasn't that like the mirror at the Stanley Hotel or
no,
something?
that was the mirror in Louisiana.
No, you're
Um,
thinking of the plantation. I know what you're talking
yeah.
about. I think there was one at the Stanley too. There was
Was
like
there?
I think there was one in the, like the hallway or something where a handprint would appear.
There probably
No.
was. We do a lot of places.
We've
They all
talked
kind of
about
blend
so
together.
many. Now, visitors and employees of the Grand Mansion have reported hearing phantom music emanating from empty rooms. The same guests and employees have also claimed to have heard voices and footsteps in the mansion, even when they're all alone. Now, legend has it that one ghost had an appalling reaction on a wedding day. A bride reported that a mirror flew off the wall, aimed directly at her head, just barely missing hitting her head. And this would go on to become the most famous of the stories at the mansion.
No thanks.
Which leads me to believe that that's
What?
more of a modern tale because they do weddings now. But
Right. Because now it's like a place where people go to do those
I
things.
have to throw this out here, though. I searched and searched and searched some more and then some more. And then I searched some more. I can't find out who this girl is, when this happened, nothing.
Interesting.
I can just find the story
Like
of it
the story
happening.
itself. Right.
Yeah, so I don't know how true that is.
Not much validity out there to back that up.
And that doesn't necessarily mean it's fake
No,
or
absolutely
anything.
not.
It just means that the story is hard to find, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now, Ian Crawford,
mid-future,
curator of
he
the
would
Jemison Vandegraff Mansion, says, quote, "We've had many groups
He
come
would
through
get
to
murdered
investigate
by his
paranormal
wife.
activity. And some have even found some difficult to explain phenomena. If the house is haunted, though it's not an angry or negative feeling. I've spent many hours alone in the house during the day and night, and it certainly can be eerie, but it's not all scary." Now, despite frequent questions about ghosts, Crawford never seems to get sick of answering them. However, Crawford and many others who have visited the mansion have been in the house and have heard a tremendous crashing sound coming from the upper floor, as if a formal china cabinet had been pushed over, splintering wood, shattering crystal, and breaking china.
That's a massive sound to
Yeah,
hear.
that would
Usually you hear
that would be
footsteps
very
or
loud. It would
like
be
a
very
door
loud.
closing, and none of those
Why he
tend to
needs
be
sound effects?
super loud, but
Yeah.
a china cabinet
No
falling
one
over,
would
that
never
is
knows
a
why he
very
needs
loud
sound
sound.
effects.
Yet when Crawford and others go to investigate the source of the noise, nothing is ever out of place. Quote, "It has happened to me. When the law firm was downstairs," Crawford said, "it sounded like the Belvedere just fell through the roof. I ran upstairs and there was nothing. The law firm even called asking what happened. They'd heard it too. And it's a sound from inside the house. People always describe it in the same way, like a china cabinet falling over." Unquote. So
Oh,
very
I couldn't
distinctly.
imagine just sitting there hearing that massive of a sound, and you go and there's absolutely nothing. You're like, I know what I heard.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it
very distinct sound.
would be a very jarring thing to hear
Yeah.
what sounds like a china cabinet falling over and then finding nothing out of place.
Ugh.
Now, whatever may or may not be lingering around the Jemison Vandegraff mansion, the home certainly occupies a unique place in Tuscaloosa's history. And Ian and the rest of the caretakers of the old home hope it will continue to attract more visitors in the future. Not only are they not afraid of it, but they're
Mhm.
actually hoping that the people who talk about it will bring in people to see for themselves.
Yeah, come and look for
At the
themselves.
end of this story,
Uh-huh.
I will have a major point of contention with this.
Okay.
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 To remind me, because sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'll have something to say about this and I forget. Don't let me forget, because I have a problem with this statement.
Point of contention. Got
Yes.
it.
Now, there are also local legends regarding the house and having ties to the Underground Railroad. Unfortunately, this just isn't true. It seems that people have mistaken the underground refrigeration system as part of a tunnel system leading to the river. Another tale, often told, links the
How
house with
you
the
know?
Drish Mansion. This place, on the other hand, does seem to be very haunted.
The Drish Mansion?
Yes.
Well, that's hard to say. Drish
It's another famously haunted Tuscaloosa mansion. Now, Hidgen and Talley, authors of Haunted Tuscaloosa and Haunted Alabama's Black Belt, note that the mansion's tower was constructed specifically by Dr. John Drish, just so that he could observe this mansion's construction.
What?
There was like a rival going on between Drish and Jemison,
So he's just like, I'm gonna build this thing just so I can
Just-
watch what he's doing.
just to make sure that he's not outdoing me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird.
I'll
All
be
right.
back.
Now,
get
additionally,
food.
Robert Jemison worked with African American bridge builder Horace King, who is believed to have designed and built Spring Villa, a haunted mansion in Opelika, linking the Jemison Vandegraff mansion directly to two other well-known haunted locations.
Wow.
There's so much going on between Jemison's mansion, the hospital on Jemison's land, other haunted locations. They all have a tie to each other.
Right.
I wonder why.
Huh.
We're not going to find out, but I wonder why.
It's like all of these things are in one pool.
It's so weird.
It's so weird.
And they're all connected in some way.
Huh.
I didn't even think Alabama liked anybody. Now, on a website called ghostquest.net, I was able to find additional claims of paranormal activity, but bear in mind that these claims were only found on this website. This is the
Hmm.
only website.
Hmm.
Quote, visitors report feeling a presence watching over them and protecting them as they enter the old library. Upstairs, however, they report feeling an evil presence who has been reported to push people on the stairs. Visitors have reported being touched throughout the mansion, and another presence can be felt in the basement tunnels where Civil War soldiers once lived. I can find nothing else to back any of this up, though.
Hmm.
The website's actually pretty impressive, not going to lie.
Okay.
They have a list of like every Alabama town and every haunted location and the claims of each location in there. But the problem is that what I found for this location on there is nothing of what I found other places. So I don't really know.
I'm just gonna side eye that one for a minute.
I'm not really sure about it.
Yeah.
Now, and this is mostly where the story ends. While last week we had very little stories and tons of personal experiences, this one is actually its polar opposite. And I've read the same story for 4 hours straight, but no group stories of investigators or anything deviating from the same story told repeatedly. I cannot stress to everybody how long I stared at the internet at nothing. So patreon.com for the booze if you'd like to help out, because I put in a lot of
You always do. You
this
always
one
do.
was different though. Usually it's hours spent because I'm like, how do I want to word this?
Yeah.
Do I want to change this? Do I just want to put it straight in the way it is? Do I want to tell this story? Does this need to be left out?
Mhm.
This one was different. This was more like just trying to find anything that I could put in here. But it's crazy because this house is stated as the most haunted house in Alabama, yet there are so many more locations that have so much more information.
But you had to scour to find stuff.
And I'm not saying like there has to be an overwhelming amount of paranormal activity, but if
Right.
all the visitors and all the employees have these paranormal experiences, then who's talking about them? Where are they?
Right.
Because I can't find them.
Hello?
I don't know where they are. Now, but that doesn't mean that there weren't any stories. So let's see what I could actually find.
Okay.
Now, on the website, alabamapioneers.com, in January 2019, someone named Kevin Walden commented, quote, I can attest to the paranormal reports. I work with a film crew, and we have been there twice to investigate. Both nights had a lot of activity.
Okay.
So
mean,
it's somebody,
something.
it's somebody saying that they had
Paranormal activity.
paranormal activity.
Yep. Okay.
Now, on the website, alabamahauntedhouses.com, in July of 2022, someone wrote, and this is the same website from last week. Now, we were outside taking pictures of the house. While looking back at our pictures, we believe we caught pictures of what appears to be a young girl and a man in a tower looking down at us. The whole time we were there, we felt as if someone was watching us, unquote.
Mm.
Can't find the pictures, though.
Yeah. At least show the picture or something, you know,
Well, I mean, on this website, you can't really like upload pictures and stuff.
or link to it or
Something.
Something.
But I mean, I did consistently Google Jemison Van de Graaff mansion. And I did see some pictures, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But maybe like 2.
Hmm.
Maybe, and they were questionable at that.
Interesting.
Now, someone named Kathy A on TripAdvisor.com in July 2017 wrote, and there are more reviews of this place online. They're just not paranormal. Because you got to remember, again,
I'm
it's
sure.
a wedding venue.
Yeah.
So there are, a lot
Plenty
of
of other reviews.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Quote, we were in Tuscaloosa just stopping over on our way to Louisiana. We were wandering around about 7 p.m. and stumbled upon this mansion. Would have loved to have gone in, but they were closed for the day. Still, it was worth stopping by to see it. It makes you feel like you're not alone, if you know what I mean. Kind of creepy. It draws you in.
Mm.
So she gets a feeling. And I mean, I'm sorry, but that's kind of where it all ends. I truly hit a roadblock on this one.
Okay.
I think this is the first time in like 115 episodes where
It's
I wasn't able to
that hard.
find stuff to keep
Right.
going. Usually, like, I can find at least enough reviews to be like, well, I can keep going
Right.
or something. But this one was just, it was a brick wall.
Wow.
Like I said, I was reading blogs from 15, 20 years ago, and
I don't know why, but I think that's so funny.
there are things that I could have added in here, but I know they're fake.
I don't think so.
Homie, don't play that.
Okay.
And I'm not going to do that because that's not what this podcast is about. Our podcast is more about, is it real or is it not real?
Yeah.
I'm not going to add something I know is fake.
Okay.
And there's a lot of stories of people saying, telling the story about how the mansion got burnt down. I say it didn't happen.
Yeah.
On record, it did not happen.
Hmm.
So I'm not going to add that. But this is the story of the Jemison Van de Graaff mansion,
Okay.
known locally as the most haunted place in Alabama. How? I have no idea.
What was your point of contention?
Oh, okay. So he said that he doesn't mind talking about it and that he hopes that it draws in more visitors.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with that is your story that you're telling real, or is it just in hopes that you're bringing people in?
Yeah, that is
You-
a very good point.
You have a business reason to make up a story.
Oh, of course.
So it makes sense to me that you would tell a story like that, even if it wasn't true, because it brings people in.
Yep. That it definitely would do.
And that's the issue with that is like, now I found that story. It was actually on a University of Alabama student newspaper from, I don't know, a few years ago.
Mhm.
So I don't know. To me, it just doesn't seem authentic because he straight up admits like, hey, I hope my story brings people in.
I would definitely have to agree with you. I think I feel like that's
Sketchy.
that.
It's sketchy.
Yeah, that. And like people who own businesses and things like that and go off of like the lore and legend that we talk about a lot or the alleged things and just run with it. Like it is truth just to bring more business.
I agree and disagree a little bit.
Okay.
Only because like we have talked about places where the business side of it like fully leans into it.
Yeah.
But the thing that they have that this place doesn't have are tons of accounts, pictures, videos, EVPs,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So even if they don't believe it, at least they would have things to show you, like
Kind of back it up.
to back it up.
Right.
And this place just doesn't seem to.
Okay.
Does that make it not paranormal? I don't know because I haven't been there personally.
Yeah.
And there are people throughout the state of Alabama who believe it to be the most haunted place in Alabama. It's just such a weird one. This is such a strange one for me because I can't understand how it got the moniker of most haunted house in Alabama. I don't get it. Because to me, what I read
I don't
seems
know.
like the Drish house is by far the most haunted place in Alabama.
Right.
Because that place.
So why would this one get the whole
I
shebang?
don't, maybe because of who built it, and I don't know.
Mm.
Because Robert Jemison, whether you've heard of him or not, he is a very prominent historical figure in Alabama history.
Right.
He is. Like
He just is. Like
Yeah.
he's one of the pillars.
he
He's
is.
there.
Like
Staple. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I heard you the first time.
This is the most confusing one for me that I've done. So I'm sure you're confused, which
I am
means
very confused.
means to me that this is a good time to ask you.
Is it
That tells me that's the right time to ask you, so we can watch
Great.
you go.
Great.
So Megan, what do you think of the Jemison Vandegraff mansion? Do you think it's haunted?
I'm gonna say no. Whether they put the label of most haunted, whatever, on it, until there is more out there and there's I mean, you can go and visit this place. You can go and like walk around
You
and
can go visit
investigate. You can't
every
do it at
haunted.
night, but like there needs to be more for sure.
Actually, I don't know if you can go in and investigate here.
I mean, it's open to the public
That doesn't mean you can go in and
between the
investigate.
hours of 10 and 5.
That means you're allowed to go walk around
Okay.
and look at it.
And what says you can't walk around with a recorder and a video camera?
Some places won't let you.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm gonna
I'm
say
just
no.
saying.
Is there a possibility? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. There's possibility with anywhere, ever. But from what I've seen and what I've read and what we've talked about today, I'm definitely gonna say no.
Okay.
So what about you, babe?
I'm also going to say no.
Okay.
But I'm only going to say no off the basis that the only one that can really substantiate or talks about or claims to have an experience that can be linked back to an actual person is the curator for the house.
Mm,
And that's the
That's a good
problem.
point.
That's the problem for me.
yeah,
It's a beautiful house. It's old. It most definitely went through some stuff during the Civil War.
absolutely.
People definitely died there. They definitely did. Jemison definitely died in the house. His daughter's husband and I believe his daughter both died in the house, but they didn't die like tragic. The only one who died tragically was Cherokee Mims's a
The
husband.
husband, yeah.
He's the only one. Jemison died like of old age. Cherokee died of old age.
Mhm.
So, and they were happy families that lived there. The kids were, astoundingly smart and gifted children, and they had other kids too. They just didn't do anything historically notable, but
Right.
they were all like great kids. So there's really nothing that went on at this house. Like I understand why the land over at the plantation would be haunted.
Yeah.
Things happen there.
Yeah.
But as far as like that goes, nothing really went down here other than families who lived there and loved their family and loved their home and
hmm
did amazing historic things. And for me, there's just not enough. Like, I don't even know who these stories are about. Nobody's got pictures of these hands. Nobody talks about it. The
Right.
handprints. Who's the bride? How come she's never talked about it? Where's the story about that?
Hello?
There's nothing I can link back to any of that. And I'm sorry I'm going on and on because this was very frustrating for me. I sat and I looked up information on this place for about 10 hours the other day. And this is all I could find. This is it.
That's crazy.
In 10 hours. That's it. That is all I could find.
Mm-mm.
And that's insane. That is the least amount I think I have ever found for a location that we've done.
Yeah, and it's super disappointing too when you get the, most haunted place in Alabama and all these other things. Like, where did we get that from?
But
What did we base that on?
I don't regret doing it, only because it had a tie to the Jemison Center, and
Mhm.
that's what I wanted for a part 2 to this.
Yeah.
And it's also going to lead us into, I think we're going to maybe do something centered around Alabama so we can see just how haunted it really is.
Okay. Kind of take on that list a little bit.
We might do like a little Alabama series because I'm telling you, I have never seen a list as prominent of haunted locations as I've seen in Alabama.
That's crazy.
So you
So crazy.
Alabamans out there, if you listen and you do live in Alabama, send us an email. Let us know. Have you ever had a paranormal experience where you live, or you watchers on YouTube, comment down below. Have you had a paranormal experience where you live in Alabama? Because it seems like anywhere you go is haunted.
Yeah, this place might maybe possibly be a gold mine of paranormal activity.
And if that's the case, I mean, this is going to be the first place we've come across because
Yeah.
I've never heard of anything so haunted. But I think this is where the story unfortunately has to end.
All right.
Watchers, like and subscribe, hit the little bell. I can't
All
figure
the
out how
little
to do all the
stuff
little
things.
icons for it, but there'll be like little subscribe down here. So do that. And where can they find us?
Well, they can find us on Instagram at @forthebooze_podcast and on Facebook at @forthebooze.
You can also find us on X at For the Booze, and right here, of course, on YouTube at For the Booze. Don't forget to check us out on TikTok, also at For the Booze. And I've gone in and I've kind of taken the dash out of everything.
Okay, good.
So it'll be easier to find, hopefully.
Good.
Hopefully. Some things though might have underscore podcast.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
it's hard because like we have so many forms of social media,
Right.
and if somebody's already got it, we have to do something to it.
Something else. Yeah.
Don't forget, guys, we still want your listener stories as
Always,
I did
always.
have somebody reach out to me on TikTok today that we haven't heard from in a while, who says he's got some stories for us. So you might actually get some stories soon.
Oh.
And you can send all that or suggestions. Did you say that already?
No.
Okay.
Listener
Suggestions.
suggestions.
If you have a place that you would like to hear about, we do have one next week we're doing from a listener.
Yay.
That's at fortheboost12@gmail.com. And one last thing.
That super special thing?
It is super special because nobody does it. And we need it. It is 5 stars. Rate and review
That's right.
on iTunes or anywhere you listen.
It's not for us. It's not for our egos. It helps us out. It helps the show out. And we want to take this show to great places.
It is the only way that sponsors and stuff like that will, look at you.
Yeah.
And we need that to grow the show. So just do it. Please. Thanks.
Please and thank you. Rude.
I know. I'm a bad guy. But I guess go ahead and take us out. Let's get out of here.
Well, thank you everybody so much for listening. And we will see you in the next one. Bye.
I gotta go to an open house. I love it. I'm buying it. What's up, guys? We're back with another one. I have to admit something to everybody, though. We did already kind of record this, and it was terrible. So we did another one.
We did.
It was my fault. I picked the wrong video. So we're going to do another one. And I also want to say that we are aware of all of the stuff happening with the Conjuring House.
Yes.
Everybody's kind of already on it. And by the time we would put our video out, what would be the point? If you want
a week into all of it.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Mythos Paranormal YouTube page. He's pretty popular. He's got reasons. We really like his videos. He's a good guy, and he does a really good breakdown of it. It is something that we probably will cover in the future.
Oh, for sure.
Just something that we're waiting for a little more to come out about.
Yeah, it's at this point just one Facebook post.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Just
a lot
something we don't need
more
to do right
is
now.
to come. So
Yeah, so we'll wait. But this week we are gonna check out something that I haven't actually seen before anybody do, and it's from a channel called Blue Raven.
yeah.
So we're gonna see what they have in store. Hopefully, maybe we'll get some different kinds of videos than what we normally get.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of especially popular channels do a lot of the same videos.
Stop it. Get some help.
Seems like
So.
we see a lot of the same videos recycled over and over. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll get something new.
And if you like their content, go ahead and go check them out.
Yeah, go check them out anyways. If you're gonna watch us, at least go like their video.
That's right.
All right, let's see what they got.
Here's 13 scary paranormal videos. Enjoy.
I know we are barely into this, but
Yeah.
I need to point out some things. Everything moves in a straight line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like it could be pulled by a string. But then I saw something. I don't know if you saw it. The last clip where it was being pulled off of the dresser,
Okay.
there was a moment in that clip, like a frame, where I'm almost positive I can see the
A cut?
string. The string.
Oh,
Let's go to it.
okay.
Now, I want to back this up a little bit, and I want you to watch the dresser.
Oh,
Do you
I
see,
saw it.
you see it, right?
Yeah. I don't know if that was something falling off like behind it or not, but right there.
Right there.
Yep. Right
And it
there.
falls in line
With everything.
with everything else.
Yeah.
I definitely think that there's a string involved
Okay.
in every single
That's a
one
good
of these.
catch.
Yeah, thank you.
Dang.
I'm not a debunker. I don't want to get into the
No.
habit of calling us debunkers.
No.
We talk about paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
But if I see
absolutely.
something, I will say something.
Yeah.
And I am man, I would put a lot of money on the fact that this is faked.
Well,
all
because
of it.
people put so much stuff out there and they're like paranormal, but like
Well,
half
okay.
of it's fake.
I've said this before. And what it is that people, it's a clout thing.
Ashley, look at me.
Yeah.
People get a lot of views for paranormal,
That they do.
and it's not, though. They're faking it. And I am a believer. How much of a believer, I still don't know. But I do know that there is a massive amount of fakes out there, and
Yeah.
this is one of them.
And it's very unfortunate because as paranormal lovers, we tend to kind of question everything.
Now,
Right. That's exactly
do.
where I was going with that, with how much is out there that is faked.
yep. And this is
So-
one of them. Sorry if it just broke your heart. Straight line, right out the door.
Mm.
Damn it. I saw something again.
Did you?
Yes. Okay. I want to point this out. I want you to watch the can in the bottom of the curtain as the can is being pulled towards the curtain.
Okay. Oh, how the curtain moves and separates.
Not only that, but as I was rewatching it, I saw something else. There is a reflection on the floor of whoever is standing out there. Now, I don't want you to watch the trash can. I just want you to
Watch by the door.
Watch by
Okay.
the door. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
It's real quick.
Yep. Just
But-
a little bloop.
Even after it stops, you can see movement.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell I'm seeing?
That's it.
Okay.
I mean, I'd rather it be little than too much, honestly.
Why are we looking in someone's kitchen?
Hello?
Can you reverse the video, please, so I can catch up what the hell happened? Here we go. All the way. All the way. Right there. Good shivery.
We did already kind of record this, and it was terrible. So we did another one.
We did. We
It was
did.
my fault. I picked the wrong video. So we're going to do another one. And I also want to say that we are aware of all of the stuff happening with the Conjuring House.
Yes.
Everybody's kind of already on it. And by the time we would put our video out, what would be the point if you
Would be a
want?
week into
Yeah.
all of it.
If you
So
and if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Mythos Paranormal YouTube page. He's pretty popular. He's got reasons. We really like his videos. He's a
Yeah.
good guy, and he does a really good breakdown of it. It is something that we probably will cover in the future.
for sure.
Just something that we're waiting for a little more to come out about.
Yeah, it's
so
at this point just one Facebook post,
Yeah.
and I feel like
Just
a
something
lot
we don't need to
more
do right now.
is to come. So
yeah, so we'll wait. But this week we are gonna check out something that I haven't actually seen before anybody do, and it's from a channel called Blue Raven.
yeah,
So we're gonna see what they have in store. Hopefully, maybe we'll get some different kinds of videos than what we normally get.
yeah, because I
and,
feel like a lot of especially popular channels
Yeah.
do a lot of the same videos.
Stop it. Get some help.
seems like we
So-
see a lot of the
No.
same videos recycled over
We
and
get
over.
too
So
dense.
hopefully we'll get something new.
And if you like their content, go ahead and go check them out.
Yeah, go check them out anyways. If you're gonna watch us, at least go like their video.
That's right.
All right, let's see what they got.
Here's 13 scary paranormal videos. Enjoy.
What the hell? Ah, hell no, that's creepy. Why there's a creeper? Okay. Hello. 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 Goodbye. Whee.
I know we are barely into this, but
Yeah.
I need to point out some things. Everything moves in a straight line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like it could be pulled by a string. But then I saw something. I don't know if you saw it. The last clip where it was being pulled off of the dresser,
Okay.
there was a moment in that clip, like a frame, where I'm almost positive I can see the
A cut?
string. The string.
Oh,
Let's go to it.
okay.
Now, I want to back this up a little bit, and I want you to watch the dresser.
Hey, if this video ever go to him, there's a technique.
Oh,
You can actually
I
make
saw it.
slow.
See it, right?
Yeah.
There's
I don't
a
know if that
technique
was
at
something
the
falling
bottom
off, like,
of the
behind
video
it
where the setting
or
is.
not,
You can
but-
change the video speed. You can do that. Yeah, I see it. It looked like the string is set behind the stuff, not in front of the stuff. I might be wrong, but if you set behind, you have a pure, beautiful pull the stuff off the dresser. But the one thing is the chair, the sofa chair. What kind of string do you need to pull that off? Keep going. I'm kind of curious what they're gonna say.
Right there.
Right there.
Yep. Right
And it
there.
falls in line
With everything.
with everything else.
Yeah.
I think I definitely think that there's a string involved
Okay.
in every single
That's a
one
good
of these.
catch.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Dang.
I'm not a debunker. I don't want to get into the
no.
habit of calling us debunkers.
No.
We talk about paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
But if I see
absolutely.
something, I will say something.
Yeah.
And I am
Welcome to the club.
man, I would put a lot of money on the fact that this is faked.
Well,
all
because
of it.
people put so much stuff out there and they're like paranormal, but like
Well,
half
okay.
of it's fake.
I've said this before, and what it is that people, it's a clout thing.
Ashley, look at me.
Yeah,
People get a lot of views for paranormal,
that they do.
and it's not though. They're faking it. And I am a believer. How much of a believer I still don't know. But I do know that there is a massive amount of fakes out there, and
Yeah.
this is one of them.
And it's very unfortunate because as paranormal lovers, we tend to kind of question everything.
Now
Right. That's exactly
do.
where I was going with that, with how much is out there that is faked.
Yep. And this is
So-
one of them. Sorry if it just broke your heart.
I forget what's stuff moving this one.
Straight
That's
line,
strange.
right out the door.
That is a
Mm.
Damn
strange.
it. I saw something again.
Pause that.
Did you?
Yes.
Pause that. I cannot see the damn webcam at. That's 100% a string right there. Like a normal like movement is like the same thing of real life. If you move something in real life, you move it in a different outward angle. Like even you kick like a trash can, you had to kick it like a perfect momentum movement. The same way how you kick a ball. The ball is gonna be moving because it's gonna be around. But the one big question is where the crap they did with the chair play. That's a good question. You really want to talk like I want to move. I want
Okay.
my voice be heard.
I want to point this out. I want you to watch the can and the bottom of the curtain as the can is being pulled towards the
Can't.
curtain.
Okay.
Your webcam is the damn way.
Oh, how the curtain moves and separates.
Not only that, but as I was rewatching it, I saw something else. There is a reflection on the floor of whoever is standing out there. Now, I don't want you to
Weird.
watch the trash can. I just want you to
Watch by the door.
Watch by
Okay.
the door.
I actually do. You can see a shadow right there.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I did.
It's real quick.
Yep. Just
But-
a little bloop.
Even after it stops, you can see movement.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Sitting here and edit this video, I'm now aware that we don't move our camera, so you could see it. Go watch the Blue Ravens original video so you can see what you think, and let us know your opinion. I knew it. I knew it. Your camera is a goddamn way. We cannot see what you're talking about. It is alright. No, 3, 4, I don't know. But there's so many times you had to move your camera, everything. I can talk about it. Oh, goddamn. Is that thing creepy? Are we gonna see like a black shaped creature gonna crawl right into the room?
That's it.
Okay.
I mean, I'd rather it be little than too much, honestly.
What she said? What
Hello?
I'm even looking at? There's nothing.
I thought maybe our
My
video
dreams
froze.
more
Okay.
the
I'm
haunted
not
than
quite
ever.
sure what we were looking at there. I did see the first thing. Yeah, like little smudge
The-
looking thing
Yeah, the
that
little
floated.
like
But what happens when you get something super close to a camera that's focused on everything behind it? It blurs. So
Right.
couldn't that just be like a I don't know, piece of fuzz or something?
Pause.
Real close, it's just kind of float
Pause.
because you're inside. You know, there's
Pause.
no there's no breeze.
Is
It could
a
just be
fuse
floating
like
along.
Ego.
I don't know. I'm not even quite sure what I was actually looking at there.
I don't either.
It
It
was
looked like a light
can
reflection
press
on the
the
floor to
space
me.
bar.
I don't know.
You can
I
press
know.
Sure,
the
it's a
space
ghost. I
bar,
don't know.
Simmer. You can pause it. You know that. Number 4.
Oh, okay.
What?
What? able to see if. What? Who the hell edited this video? That there, the video they're watching. Who the hell edited this video? Suck. Is he gonna get eaten?
I heard that knee crack.
It was me walking up the stairs earlier.
We live that life.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it. Flower on
What?
the floor.
Trying to catch footprints. Yeah.
What? I
It's
don't.
right in front of
see
the camera, so we should be able to see it happen in real time.
Yeah, super perfectly.
Really wish there was a timestamp on here.
That's a good point.
What?
No. Mm-mm. Something just happened right there.
There's a huge cut.
Yeah, something happened right there.
What happened?
You saw that, right?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
It jumps there. It jumps like crazy.
Maybe cut to get the
Dude,
video
That's not even well
because
done.
the
That
Cody
was awful.
camera is
So
very
bad.
long, and most people want to show you what the hell they captured.
This is just masking. That's all this is. There's
Oh,
absolutely nothing
shoot.
paranormal about this.
Wait for a minute.
This is just camera effects. Like video effects, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unbelievable.
Knee crack again.
Throwing it back in the club 20 years ago is taking its toll.
Hey.
Ah!
Hey,
It's
hey.
even. What the
Oh,
hell?
Come on,
come
dude.
on.
Hold on. Hold on. Could you rerun that? Rerun that for a moment. To the fingerprint part. Right there. Yeah. Back to the Luke Steven part. That looks
Hey,
Steven.
hey.
So pause it. What the crap is fingerprint is this? It looked like towards me. Hand crawling, knife dragging away. Like knife, hand, knife, hand, knife. I think something is holding a knife. But the thing is, I kind of see the point, the proof of someone actually cut the video. But the thing is, many people do video editing, make the video shorter or something. I don't know because, like, into my position of what they look like, in something is weird finger creature with 3-digit fingers on the tip is this knife, carrying a knife in one hand, like a child, like a baby child. Oh my god, is a baby with a wielding a knife. Shit. Shit. Call the army.
Oh,
Come
Call the
on,
Marines.
dudes.
on.
There's a baby out there with a spearhead with a knife.
Now I'm just trying to catch every video.
I know.
There was another jump there.
Mm-hmm.
The door, it like when it went to close, it stuttered. It was like I've seen this video.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I've ever seen this.
Oh, I think I did too. Yeah. Yeah.
I watched a video where Beardo gets scared, I believe, watched this, and I agreed with what he said. He could have done this himself. There's nothing like out of the realm of a person being able to, you could make it look like something is dragging you off.
That the stomach.
Nope. See ya.
I'm not buying that one.
Pause. I've also watched ton of stuff people being dragged up. The thing is, you had to think of real life kind of thing. You had to think of something like in real life, but mixed with spooky shit altogether. The thing is, you had to be damn strong enough to grab the person leg and lift it up and start dragging. The thing is, of like even my muscle, my like body parts cannot be lift off the ground because I had to lift my one leg and my one hand moving forward. The thing is, you could see the dude leg and the feet. The thing you can tell, the only thing is kind of give it the idea is the one leg would go back down and up. Because you had to let your foot go down and keep it go back up. The wheel dragon motion is the foot will stay up in the air. And the person is pushing with the arms go backward. And you will see the feet now trying to also pushing forward. Try to make it look like the whole thing. But I see so many videos you actually be the person got dragged for real. Is the most creepy shit ever. It's not only just one leg, it's two legs. Like the person just being grabbed and just like, being dragged the whole way down. I don't care. You. Like, the thing is, like, there's no in hell. But prove me wrong. Make a video of how is what possible. Play. I'm curious.
Right now, he's like, "Hey, dude, I just did something upstairs. You guys want to get a bunch of clicks and views? Check it out.
Pull it up on your camera
Yeah.
right there. Right there. In that room.
Tell everybody it's haunted." See what I mean, though? Like, I could get down on the floor right here. I'd probably hurt myself, but I could do that.
And also, that's
There's
possible.
nothing-
You're gonna help yourself
he-
more.
He looks like he fell and then scooted along with his leg in the air.
Yeah. One more time for the people in the back.
Yeah, right. Just in case everybody hasn't seen enough of it.
No, that's
Yeah,
not
no.
fake. That's not fake because his right leg actually tried to stop himself.
I've seen this
And I
one
also
too.
watched this. Mermaid.
Oh, I saw it in the water.
This is one though. I'm not quite sure about.
It was
It could be. It's water. Could it be a reflection?
I mean it could be for
Pause.
sure, but I don't know, it
Pause.
certainly looked like
My
it was
ego. My nozzle damn ego is being burned right now at this moment. I saw 10 top scary videos. I think his name Mr. Spooks or something. I forgot his YouTube name. The most lovable YouTuber who actually finds scary shit. I watched this video before. He said in like a mermaid, like swimming towards her and tried to get her. But the thing is, no reflection doesn't match of what people seeing. Reflection is the person of image. But the thing is, there's no in hell person could mimic like that. And also, that person, you will see a person is on the water with their arms backwards, use their leg to kick or swim down there fast enough. But the thing is, the one detail is you can see is the hair. The hair is pulled back in a braid, and you can also That's probably my imagination. You can also see the person move the head upwards, try to see what the person in front of them. Not, I think so. I don't know. This is probably my imagination. This is my imagination. You can go back to the video and see my I'm false or true. But it's truly believable of what this video could be true, and also you can also hear the audio of the recording. Her friends is still down that tunnel. You can hear them laughing and giggling.
In the water?
I'm
It
tired,
does.
man.
And again, this one is
I
one
want to
I'm
sleep.
I'm not sure about.
Hmm.
I don't know how to go about debunking this. I'm not even sure how you would fake this. I definitely see the lady swimming.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a person swimming in the
Maybe.
water. I'm not sure. This one is tricky for me.
Questionable?
Questionable.
Yeah.
Look, see,
It
it
looks like
moved
somebody's
up.
swimming.
You see the
It
nose.
absolutely looks like someone
You
swimming.
see the nose
Long
right
dark
here
hair.
and look up and go back down.
It kind of looks like a naked person swimming.
I know. Super weird.
Hey, if you
All right,
text
we're here in
them,
Gettysburg.
find the good videos.
It's real.
10 top
Quarter 150.
It's real.
escaping videos.
Where should I stop?
Much better than that crap that they
Let's pull
have.
off here.
Just pull
All right,
off
felt
here.
something here. Yeah. They said there's activity here before, but all right, so we're gonna sit here for a while.
When it comes to Gettysburg, I feel like a lot of it is not fake, honestly. That's just my opinion.
I mean, there's a lot that happened there.
It was the battle
yeah.
of Gettysburg, literally the
Lot
one
that
we all
happened
learned
there.
in high school. So I actually want to watch this one and not talk. So I'm going to put it just full screen. I just want to see it.
All right.
I've seen a lot of very convincing
Move your
stuff
damn
from Gettysburg.
camera.
I've seen a lot of very not convincing stuff from Gettysburg.
You
too,
see
to be
this
fair,
in
but
editing.
I'm very interested in this one.
All right. Well, let's
Edit.
watch it.
The camera.
Oh, look, thank God. They actually did
See what
something
happens.
once. Noobs. I love you people, but noobs. I'm going to get so much flack. They're going to contact me. Dragon, we need to talk to you about something. Like, shit, I knew it.
I was told by a ranger. Was it about in this area here, Jay, that the ranger said that there's been some activities. They heard some rumors about seeing some sightings of something that they can't explain.
There's a lot of troops that left over here, so the activity should be strong.
Why is
All right, we'll record for like maybe half an hour or
and they
so.
get the
We'll
video.
double that maybe after that.
Yeah, that'll be a good spot next.
And then we'll probably pick his charge.
Yeah, maybe we can pick up something from there.
Pick it's hard though because I can't really. Unless we have flashlights, I guess I can shine it from the parking. From all right, that's all right. We'll videotape here for a while.
Okay.
Let's be quiet though, okay? Holy crap! Down by the canyon, see that?
Oh, what is that?
Wait, shit. Oh my god. Is it?
No way. What is that?
I have no friggin' idea.
Did you get that on the
Oh,
camera?
there it is.
I,
There
it's
it is.
recording.
Oh my gosh! Did you see that?
Did you honestly?
I wouldn't believe
Pause.
it unless we recorded it.
It looked like, because it is next to the cannons, that aberration is maybe be the person who will load the cannon and fire the cannon. Because you had to use your imagination. It's all about the finest detail, like a TV. You had to create the idea and play it. That person you are seeing, they are seeing clear as day, the person who A, reload the cannon, or the person who's firing the cannon. because we all know in history class that the war is still going on today in the spirit world. They don't know the war stopped. Like from like their side, that people of the spirits are dead. They don't know nothing about the modern times. The only two thing is the person see you thought you're one of them. It's the same thing of Ghost Adventures. I forgot what episode it is. They went to like an old train station, and Zach, who wear a Confederate uniform, I think is a Confederate uniform. I don't know because I watched this a long time ago. He was walking around, and you see on the hot and cold like camera they have like foam on that cam. There we go. I remember shit. Ha. The foam cam, and you will see someone like one of the enemy like swing his gun around, take aim behind a tree, and aim at Zach. Because he shot a blank pistol, a musket in the air to stir up the spirits. And they actually have the evidence of someone actually go around a tree and start open fire, get ready to shoot.
Holy crap! Down by the
Alright,
candy, see that?
I'll be
Oh,
back.
what is that?
Wait, shit. Oh my god. Is it?
No way. What is that?
I have no friggin' idea.
Did you get that on the camera?
It's recording.
Oh my gosh. Did you see that?
Okay. I see it walking.
Yeah.
And the thing that really sells it for me is that it walks in the fashion of a soldier. I can see the outline of a hat, like a Civil War soldier hat,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very transparent.
Very. It's like blurry enough, but not too blurry, where you see like the things that are super edited will be like incredibly blurry. But I don't know. That was interesting. That reminds me of the one from Nukes that we saw with like the musket soldier walking behind the kid
Yeah.
who did the backflip on
I
our
think
other
this
video.
was that the same area?
I'm pretty sure.
I think it was.
But wow.
This is the best.
That's
This is
interesting.
best one for me by far. Is it
Yeah.
something that could be faked? I'm sure everything can be faked.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Something about this one.
That was a good one. I
like
liked
it.
that. Yeah.
I don't think it's over yet. Let's watch it. Let's get spooky.
Okay.
Okay, so the one video was obviously a spider web or dust or
Yeah.
something. The second one, it just slipped into gear.
Hey, you left your bike in first.
I mean,
Like,
no,
what?
he may have taken it out at first, but it might have like a bad clutch on it, and maybe he left it running and it slipped back in and just because
Right.
even when it hit the ground, it was still running.
Yeah.
I don't understand why anybody thought that was a paranormal occurrence, but
Me either.
shame on you.
Yeah. Shame.
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 Shame. You know, we all love
Shame.
Game of Thrones.
it's coming through the hole first, maybe a bobby in there. Well, a tramp with too. East what, so far? East wind. Can you get him? Can you get him? Get him. Jesus, look at that, mate. It's exactly like the one over there, look.
Let's see.
It's right underneath, isn't
I remember this.
Do you?
So the photograph, I believe,
Mhm.
is just pareidolia.
Yeah,
The-
agreed.
The sound, though, I can't think of anything else that would make that sound. But I'm not in the room.
Besides a pig, you mean?
But I'm not in the room either.
Right.
So that one's hard. That one's hard to say.
It's really weird.
It is weird.
Like super weird.
But as we know, sounds will be picked up and sound like things until we know what they actually sound like.
Right. And
So, but I can't think
they
of.
claim to not hear it in the moment, which happens with a lot of
Yeah.
paranormal